This is a meditation to explore difficulty. So let's get ourselves in a comfortable position, somewhere we can sit still for a little while. We can plant our feet on the floor and take a few deeper breaths as we settle ourselves, become quiet and still. As we inhale, we can become a tiny bit taller. As we exhale, we can soften our shoulders, soften the muscles of our face, and relax a little. See if we can find a balance between relaxed and alert. Bringing our attention to our natural breath now as we become settled. Noting the position of our body as well. Making sure our arms and legs are comfortable and in a neutral position. And finding our natural breath. So, when we choose to explore difficulty, our keywords are kindness and curiosity. Firstly, we hold ourselves with kindness throughout the entire process. We are gentle with ourselves and with the subject that we will choose. And curiosity, we see if we can approach this difficult subject with curiosity, and we can take baby steps towards that. At any time during the meditation, if feelings become uncomfortable or intense, please step away for a moment and find your breath. That can be our anchor. And if at some later time you wish to resume approaching a difficulty, when you feel ready to, then please do. So you may find you have a difficulty straight away that you can work with at the front of your mind. And we can, as it were, put this on the workbench of the mind. If we don't have a difficulty that has immediately leapt into view, then we can select something that causes us some difficulty, a decision, maybe, or a relationship, or something from our past that causes us some discomfort. But I suggest that you don't bring the biggest thing in your life. We'll start gently with something small. So, we're allowing our attention to rest on that thing that causes us difficulty. We can turn it over and have a look at it. And I'd like you to notice any physical sensations that come along as you start to do this. So as we consider this thing that makes us uncomfortable, that we find difficult for us? What physical sensations come along? Where do we sense them in the body? What sort of qualities do they have? We can consider ourselves an explorer in this unknown land. And we're finding our way through a new landscape, charting new territory. And some bits of this new landscape will be smooth and easy. Some bits might be jagged and difficult. And can we observe everything? Can we observe physical sensations? If we get an urge to move or act or problem solve, can we observe that as well? If we have mental commentary or emotions come along, are we able to observe that? Observing everything. And it might be helpful to say to yourself, it is okay for me to feel this. I am safe to do this. I am safe to feel this. And maybe we don't feel much. Maybe there's no strong physical, emotional reactions. Or maybe that's an observation in itself. Maybe we can just accept whatever comes along. If that's nothing or strong, maybe we get a strong physical sensation. We might notice we want it to be some other way. Observing it all, and just for a moment trying out, allowing it to be as it is. Because this is how it is. At least from our perspective, right at this moment. And can we remember to bring kindness and compassion both to ourselves, for us, and for the difficulty, particularly if there's another person involved. Returning our attention for the last moment to our object of difficulty on our workbench, seeing if there's any facet of it we haven't noticed yet. Can we turn it upside down? Look underneath. Does it look different? Let's return to our natural breath. Return to our breath and our body. And let's take a moment to acknowledge that we have attempted something difficult. And if you've found it difficult, then that's because it may be difficult. But we can even congratulate ourselves for attempting to do things differently and looking at our difficulties from a new perspective. We can allow our next inhalation to energize our body, bring some movement to our hands and feet, arms and legs. And when you're ready, please open your eyes.